Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Phoenix Point. Picking up right where we left off after a marketplace mission. So I think what we're going to start off with here is, I think I left, yeah, some of these guys didn't have, like, medkits and grenades and stuff. Medkit for you. No medkits or grenades. All right. Let's go check out these marketplace prices. Psychic Jammer. Mind control immediately nearby allies. Aircraft technology. Berserker class. Tormentor's down to like a reasonable price. Chaos Buggy. Tormentor for 165. Devastator autocannon for 355. And another mission. Some of his own machinery. Give him this Chaos Buggy. Okay. Yeah. Like, these prices are reasonable, so I guess we do one more mission for him. They'll be, like, actually okay. Like, on par with actual. Still got 10 days on that. We're building a containment facility. Catacombs of Despair is here. We still can get there. This one. We could activate that base. But we've already got, like, this one going. 13 hours on the scan there. 4 days on a scan there. This thing still hasn't done anything. I think we're just going to start it off trying to do this. We have a bunch of assaults. Low level heavy. I'm gonna give you biochemist. Take this off and do one of the. Oh no, we don't have ammo for that. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. So we can give him an Urigan, which is an effective range of 11, okay? This is 14. This is 20. And both of these are significantly more accurate than this. I think that the lower the value of effective range is, the more a single point matters. Like, the difference between 11 and 12 is much bigger than the difference between 25 and 26, or something like that. If that makes any sense. Because, like, the closer something is to you, the more a horizontal, or not horizontal, how to put this, if something was 5 feet away from you and it stepped a foot closer, the difference in the angle from a direct line between you and it to its sides would be much bigger, right? So an arbitrary square target, or circular target, whichever, that's 5 spaces, 5 tiles away from you, moves 1 step closer. I mean, you could do the math here, right? You could do the math here. It's the angle of the tip of a cone so the angle of a tip of a cone well, I mean, you could reduce it to a triangle even, right? Assuming that the target is a line. In width. I think I'm right. I think that a smaller, like, the smaller the effective range is, the more impactful a difference of, like, 3 is. So this is what we're gonna do, even though we just gave him Biochemist. Just because we don't have, because the Urigan's really, really bad. Like, a difference of 9 is huge in effective range. And then even at a 10-round burst, you're just not going to hit. Need a pistol for you. Take that one. Somebody should take this, a pretty gun. we'll give you the pretty gun. We should also sort of reverse engineering of that in the queue, as well as the Iconoclast. Throw on shotgun tech in. Basic bionics. And let's get this going. And I apologize for like the math talk being both incomplete and sort of a little bit technical is sort of boring, you know. So let's just jump in here, see what's going on. We loaded these guys out, right? Completely? No, not completely. You need ammo. Liliana needs a med kit. Oh, you need extra ammo. And since you don't have any other, we're gonna give you something else tactical to use. Namely, pistole. And that. Liliana Stronk. That's funny. It's just funny. You know what? We're gonna make our soldiers who look boring look cool. You're shiny. You look boring. That's still pretty boring. And you, I have I'm gonna let you know I have a personal favorite for heavies. Where is it? There it is. because this weapon, for some reason, when you color it yellow, like the whole thing is just yellow. It looks like a freaking banana. He's not gonna be Banana Man for long, so we should probably get another heavy that's actually Banana Man. But this is Banana Man. The question is, what are our tactical options here? So, Chrome. Chrome is a basic assault right now, as is Red. Banana Man has Biochemist with a 3-round burst heavy cannon, which is silly. This is also a basic assault. This is a sniper with just the Overwatch skill, and you are an assault with a handgun. Alright. 4 assaults and a banana. Let's try it. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I still have coffee from this morning. So. And I just took a sip because I'm an idiot. So it's actually like past noon at this point where I'm at. So. Personally, I try to avoid caffeine after noon because it keeps me up at night. Big open space. There's an objective over there. Two evac points, one in this corner, one in this corner. So, what do you want to bet the vehicle's over here? Let's take Banana Man. See what you can see. Whee! He rides the banana. There it is! What did I say? And we'll drop to here because he crouches. I think a better system for managing cover in this game would have just been like you can set the soldier's stance, but then like you always set crouch, I guess. And then you don't get shots from behind high cover. But I guess then the thing would be like you would only have to show you know, no, here's what you would do. You would give the soldiers an extra free action, which is either sidestep or crouch. Right? You have a little button down here that says sidestep, and one next to it that says crouch. And no, that still doesn't really preserve the functionality. Okay. Anyway, that's, you know, a bunch of hypothetical discussion for the time. I think what we're going to do, we're going to start running this way, across. This is a big exposed map. I really don't like this map. So, like, we can move our assault to here, Liliana, but we're totally exposed to this angle, so if anything is in here, or up here, or over here, it can just pop out and shoot us. But the same is true for if we park ourselves on this side of that cover. If anything is up here, in here, or in here, it just pops out this side and shoots us. So like the only safe path is up this way to the vehicle and then across to there, but we have to send somebody this way. I think we have to take the risk on turn 1 going here. Like the alternative is like dash to here, which is safe, but then again, like you have no cover at all until you get into this building. If you can call it a building, it's, you know, some boards. You know what? I'm gonna take this totally safe line. Oh, you have to double dash to get there. That's a lot of willpower to just stay safe on turn 1.
Moving out.
That's annoying. And like, this is a totally flankable position from this angle. But anywhere else is totally flankable from that angle. Yeah, I hate this map. It's worse than the new Anno Havens. So the new Anno Havens, and when I say worse, I mean tactically worse. I don't mean like, I really like the maps themselves. They're very, very well designed. Like, this is probably designed to be like this, designed to be an absolute nightmare for just troops. You're supposed to bring vehicles on these missions, I think.
Proceeding. Anything that moves, dies.
On the double.
So it's supposed to create this tactical, like, this is supposed to be an open field like vehicle battle. Is what I think you're supposed to do with it, but we didn't bring vehicles because we don't have vehicles. Because it's just a nightmare to navigate, you know, single troops on. And like Disciples of New Anno Havens, they're designed to be a lot of close quarters combat. A lot of intervening terrain. So we can tuck Lily in there. Let's see. And oh. Okay, footpad. That being the only enemy we can see is a little frightening. But like, yeah, so my sniper could step to here and take the shot on the footpad, but then they have no cover at all from this direction. So we really need to just move them up through here.
Moving in quick.
Arthron there. Brute Alpha. Okay.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
Now you moving to here is not the worst, because that's a decent shot. That's terrible still, but this is a decent shot. Maybe not. Maybe you suck. That's not a shot at all. Overwatch in here.
I'll keep my eyes open.
You move to here. This is not a great spot for you, but it's also like there's nowhere better to put you in Overwatch with. You are gonna have to just pray nobody's hiding in that one over in this building over here, I guess. Yep.
Area covered.
And you should be okay, actually. You should be okay, Banana Man. Oh, shot his shield. He ran right up to us.
Oh, no!
Okay. Okay. Enemy there. Enemy there. Fragger there. Overwatch is pretty solid for us. Alright.
Ready, sort of.
You have nothing left. Can you guys get to a position where you can deal with this thing? Probably not. Which means that you have to deal with everything. Up here. Problem is, if you deal with this... Here, let's try this. Just drop a grenade on both of these. Like that. And maybe that's good? Yeah, that seems good. He got blown up real good. This guy, I don't know how beat he is. It didn't break his Overwatch. Okay, so you can actually bash things. You can medkit thyself.
Need to rest.
Bash this man for 12. I think not. I think you will be running. I think you will be running. Actually, if you get fragged, that's fine. So maybe run at the Mind Fragger.
I'll be right there.
You have a grenade, which is... I mean, okay, admittedly, that's something.
Ready to engage.
Ah, what is this? There's a post in the way.
Aiming.
What does your shot look like? Trash. Unless that's actually cardboard and just explodes on the first bullet that hits it. I don't think we have anything better, though, right? Kill his arm.
Taking aim.
Oh god, this makes it impossible.
Here I am. Let's do this. Ready to engage.
This. He's totally disabled. And then you move back to here. Overwatch this way.
Nothing's getting past me.
You may just have to eat this Overwatch from this thing. is it even? What is it even looking at? It may not even be that. May not even be like able to see us.
Got to keep going.
I don't know that it can. I don't know that it can see us. We could go
Double time.
up here. Yeah. Just let it try and do whatever it's gonna do. This is safe, but we don't see anything. This is less safe. We could double dash to there. See if there's anything to see. Right? No enemies to speak of. Do we even need to dash to here? Let's do it in case there's like a mine
Never
fragger
give
around the
up.
corner. Nothing. Nothing and no one. Lone wolf in it? Let's just, yeah, just hold there. You will just stand on top of this giant pillar and hopefully not die to whatever this is underneath you. Well, we know what it is, but I don't know how badly you've screwed it up. And it ripped off all your armor, right? So we look at our guy. No, it just sort of dented it. Never mind. So we could drop down to here, maybe bash the crap out of this. Take... barrages from that. It is a, yeah... it is still a gun. We're better positioned. Let's go here. Crouch down. This turn.
Take that!
Disabled. Wonderful. Now it's just gonna be an annoying icon on my HUD. Ah!
I'm all right.
Ah! Ah! Okay, he's okay. He's okay. Okay, this is sort of a bad position because Lily can get to like here and then come back this way, but you don't have enough to dash at all. So you could come to here, which is safe-ish. You are just running.
Dashing ahead.
Yes, I know you
Double
saw the
time.
Chaos Buggy. We know where it is. This guy's pretty badly beat. But you have a shot there. Not a terrible shot, but not a great shot either. 2 hits. Not bad. You are on... You're dead. You are fine. Step to here, step back. Step to here, take a shot on this, step back.
Here I am. Let's do this. I'll be right there.
You should just have a shot. I don't know why you don't. It's probably because it hasn't updated for the destroyed terrain.
Pushing on.
It should die now. It should die. Just the question becomes, can you get a shot on that guy? And the answer is no. Not really. No.
Here we go.
Job done.
I'm getting there.
Oh my gosh. Those things freak me out every time, even though they're disabled. Hello, friend. Now you're in my face. And the danger of solo missions is fraggers. Mine fraggers.
Finger on the trigger.
This is a 100% shot. He's totally disabled. No reason to waste any more. You, run. You.
Hostile.
Or what short was
Try to
that?
stop them.
You move to here. Yes, I'm aware there's a Chaos Buggy. The way they stop for that every time is real interesting.
I'm on the move.
Back to there. You, sir. close, basically. I mean, it's not gonna matter. We'll probably wind up shooting him for no reason. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Despite this much.
Oh, it's stuck! That's too funny. It's stuck. I mean, it's still dangerous, though. Right, you get
Let's
out.
roll.
You move to here.
I'm going.
Oh, that was a misclick, but
Identifying target.
it shouldn't matter. There. Maybe there. Actually, not a terrible shot here.
Take that. Finger on the trigger. Great kill.
Got him.
Aiming.
That's not really a shot, is it? We can get better on that.
Preparing to fire.
Down he goes. The banana, bringing the pain. That has all the things. So we're gonna do. Move to here. I think the internal circle is the hearing range. I'm not sure because they never tell you. It might have been seen. Don't know. Don't know at all. But we're in a position where we can live. Can we get a line on that guy? No, not really. No. We can move to here. We dash to there.
No time to lose.
Move to here.
Ready to engage.
Shoot at it, I guess. I don't know. That looked real dumb. That's still stuck. Okay. This is a real bad spot to be in, Lily. So you're gonna do this. And out. get the keys. Our person with the keys just left. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That's alright. Alright.
I'm ready.
Now it's time to get out. Alright, how do we do this? This thing... No eyes. Man, I don't know what this does. Alright, I'm gonna park it over here. This fragger is so annoying. Turret. All right. Man, that's a sturdy piece of cloth.
I'm ready. Preparing to fire.
We're gonna do a little shenanigans here.
Taking aim.
This is what I like to call the drive-by that you do with vehicles. You basically, your troops can get out for 2 AP, get back in for free, and shooting only costs them 2 AP. So they pop out. You can drive the vehicle wherever you want, really. Like, you can drive it right up to people, right up to the enemy. Actually, just a center mass shot is good. Oh no.
Pressing.
That's bad. What else we got? We can just drive in here and... The Vishnu gun. Hold on, let's take a look at this thing. The Vishnu gun... Blast 80, Shred 10, single shot, effective range 40. Minigun. $50, $10, $8. They forgot to change the description on that, I think. 50 damage, 10 shred, 8 burst. Or the Vishnu gun. 80 blast, 10 shred. Oh, it's a missile! Okay. This thing is, silly. And go this way. Oh my god! He can move so freaking fast!
Focus.
Look at thyself and run for thy life. It doesn't look like there's any more enemies, so what we're gonna do a drop pop. Say cheese. Well, that wasn't a good picture. We didn't get a picture of his face. That's probably closer.
Let's go.
Should we let him out? Yeah, let's be nice and let him out. Oh, he's trapped in the tank because there's something in the unload spot. Sadly. So he should just recover. And you Overwatch like that.
Area covered.
Tyrant over there. Alright. There's more reinforcements. That's really annoying. Like, just really annoying. This thing's great. That's silly. You can also throw grenades. And get back in the car, which is much more durable than you are. It tried to poison it. Sir. Oh my god. There's still a lot of enemies here.
Finger on the trigger. Oh yeah.
And we kind of have to clear them because we have to clear the way for for our troops. So this is the minigun, which should just take this guy. Drive through like that, so that maybe Banana Man can get a line on this dude. No? Knock down all of that. Can Banana Man see him now? Yes. We broke his legs. Cool. You run to here. And you overwatch like that. Banana Man.
Preparing to fire.
No, let's not do that like that. Let's just do this. And move to the exit.
Moving.
You can't even make it out. Oh my god. Well, overwatch that
Area
in
covered.
case somebody's hiding. Because we've been hearing shield sounds. Okay. Now it should just be a matter of getting out.
Here. Execute.
Find the banana. There we go.
Yes, finally my baby returns to me. Thanks for bringing her home, Phoenix. I have planned many improvements for her. Oh, yes. She will be a devastating machine. Go away now and let me work. There might be some new toys to play with next time you come around.
Alrighty. Rebuild all that. Head home.
The New Jericho Haven is under attack.
Yeah, we're still gonna go home first. Alright, we're gonna drop off anybody who's on low HP, low HP. We'll drop you off, and we'll drop you off as well. Get on. This is just a little cosmetic thing. Your hat. Oh, that looks even better. Changing the secondary color to gold. Excellent. There's a grenade. We need one more. So get in there. Put that on. Pistol. You kind of do. The grenade could go somewhere else. You could take the grenade. Take a grenade. Extra med kit. And we can roll on this. They look like they're gonna win, but helping them is just good for us. We could stop by the marketplace.
Well, who knew that doing business with you would be that lucrative, eh? You have seriously impressed me, Phoenix Project, doing so much in such little time. So tell you what, I will talk to the guys at the marketplace. We will arrange some special discounts just for you as a little thank you present for your hard work. So feel free to look around. I'm sure you will find something of interest.
Hey! Marketplace. Obliterator. Chaos Assault Rifle for 110. That's not bad. Ask for the stuff. Chaos Buggy. Spikes. Okay. Better armor, blast resistance, jet boosters, chaos buggies. We don't have a chaos buggy though. We could pick up this. I'm thinking we're just gonna pick up this obliterator for 110. See what it does. 40 damage, shred 1, so 10 damage more than our burst of 8. Effective range of 25, AP 2, has to use 2, weight 3, so it's a little bit heavy, I think, heavier than our normal guns. Burst of 8 and 40 damage though, that's crazy. I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy it. It may be stupid, but who gets to use the silly gun? And I'm gonna give you a spare gun because I don't know how it works. Effective range of 25, 22, so 3 difference there. It looks crazy. It looks like ridiculous. So let's just roll on this. I'm not sure exactly how long it's been, so I'm gonna do one more mission. I'm gonna do this mission, and then we're gonna call this one.
Research complete.
Archron. Autopsy summary. There have been no sightings of this mutation prior to 2045. At present, it remains unclear whether the creature evolved naturally or was the result of enhanced genetic experiments. All involved in the lab it broke out of have been found dead. No research records have been recovered. The creature appears to be infected with an unseen strain of the Pandora virus, capable of causing nightmares and slowly corrupting a person's sanity. As such, strict quarantine has been imposed while the analyses continue. Genetic origins. DNA of over 112 species have been found at present. Function. Intelligence remains undetermined. It's speculated its goal is to spread new corrupted Pandora virus strain throughout the world. Strong dispersal gland. Look at the creature's husk, allow it to disperse biochemical droplets in a large area. Additionally, the creature can squirt concentrated liquid through organs in its hands. Cool. Alright. I was expecting more from that, but hey, whatever. Old enemy, new enemy. There have been increasing reports of severely mutated humans attacking patrols throughout the world. These creatures, referred to as the Forsaken, are rapacious and have already ambushed several new Jericho and New Substandard patrols. Extreme caution is advised when visiting exploration sites. Okay.
Construction complete.
I'm here to help! I'm here to help, guys. I hope I didn't forget to, like, throw armor on somebody. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but I hope I didn't. You know, if I did, it's gonna be a little interesting. That's why I usually take a minute. After each mission to just, like, this is an interesting new Jericho map. So,
My turn.
we could send the virus over here. Clear these two. Jet jump you. Well, you can't get to him. So unfortunately we're gonna have to just let that slide. And you can't get on top of that. Intriguing. So we're just gonna go inside this bunker. Man, really? A building clear? A hitman in the building.
Already there.
And I have to, so I have to clear this stupid building.
Ready, willing, and able. I'm here.
Quit freaking out. You're fine. You're gonna go and tag basically all these people. I'm gonna go here, here,
I'm on the move. Ready.
So we may be dealing with just enemies over here because there's 7 civilians. This is 3, 6. So at least one of these pings is an enemy. Jump to here. Can't war cry, so the one up here is probably not an enemy,
Moving now.
which is unfortunate. No, the one up here is an enemy. These are all civvies. Guys, the evac point was just literally right over here. I don't know why you couldn't find it yourselves, but okay. I guess that's something that we got to work on. That could be okay. No, that could be a New Jericho trooper of some description.
Here we go. Overwatching.
I'm on Overwatch.
Again, like, this is a big open
Watch out, I'm moving in.
space. And I forgot you didn't have the thing. Cool. We really decimated that hitman because he decided he was going to jump out and try and fight us. Oh! Okay, we've got an archer on to deal with. That's frustrating. Well, we have to deal with this hitman first. So you like step to here. Oh, that's a terrible shot. Yeah, we're gonna take it anyway, because
I'm here.
I don't know what else you want me to do. Just,
Be right there.
Just play tag. All these guys are gonna run right out. Well, maybe that was not the best option, but, you know, whatever.
Ready.
Ah, okay, okay. So it's a malfunction chance.
Lining up a shot.
That was an incredible shot. Oh, I forgot to check.
Can't wait.
Obliterator is still at 0? Okay. I don't know what that means. Let's get okay, you can come to like here and shoot at that as well, I guess.
Already there.
I think we'll shoot like that. Maybe take out a leg.
That hurt, didn't it?
No, didn't get a leg.
I'll be right there.
That's not a shot, is it? Not a real shot, at least. You... I mean, we need to clear this hitman. Like, it has to happen. So... dash to here. It's still alive. Ah! Dash to there. Which is half cover despite being ridiculous.
Area covered. Area covered.
Yeah. Oh! Jericho figured out that it exists. Never mind. Okay, now it's dead. Ay ay ay. Forgetting we have quote unquote allies on this mission. Oh, he's just getting ganged up on. It's really funny seeing those two guys doing the synchronized moves and stuff. Oh my gosh, there's a lot here. Okay, we killed a leg. Nice hit. Bits. Okay, I don't know what it did. It did something. It did a couple things that I don't know what they were. I have to assume they're all... I mean, it did list the things it could do, but I don't know which of those things the things that it did were. Okay, so your name is... Okay, corruption 1 of 10. Corrupted. Willpower is reduced by the current amount of corruption. Additionally, damage done increases by 2% for every point of corruption. Cool. I mean, this should kill it now. And she's still corrupted, okay. Liliana is corrupted. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the other game I play,
Problem solved.
Magic the Gathering, Liliana is like a key character in that, and just taking terrible shots with that that sniper.
On my way.
Up to here.
All I need is a clear shot.
Hit him with the virus. You can't step backwards. Interesting.
Ready to engage.
That's just an awful shot. Why would you take that? Up to here. You are in a bad position. Eight will.
Let's go.
Here. I mean, he'll probably be okay, but... Hop up. Yeah, just a center mass shot. Unsuccessful.
Come get some.
I'm just gonna end it there.
I see you.
Cool. You killed that, more or less. Emphasis on less. And that shot. Okay, that happened. They're gonna die. Both of those Jericho troops are gonna die.
Target missed.
Shot him in the shield. Interesting. He came over this way and just... No, this is a better position to hit this man from. Yeah, that's not gonna. That's a better angle, yeah. That's a worse angle. I don't know why you'd do that. That's another hit, man.
Finger on the trigger. Oh yeah. Ready for action. Got a visual.
those guys are handling things wonderfully on that side of the battlefield. Move across to here. You need to get to a position where you can actually shoot from instead of wherever you are now. You are fine. Everything here is dead. To there. Just to get a nice position on them. You overwatch this corner because there's another hitman somewhere.
Protecting humanity.
Okay, this sniper.
You're on the trigger.
So what's better? 3 shots with this pistol at 50, or 1 shot with this? No, 3 shots with the pistol.
Hostile injured but alive.
Cool. Hitting it.
Ready.
Hitting it is successful. And then you, meanwhile, will be moving up, trying to clear this hitman. You're probably not going to be able to get into a position where you can actually deal with the hitman safely. Same with you. But maybe you could, because you could jet jump over here and then come at it this way.
They're not getting past me.
Bro, it's a sniper and you are some dude with an assault rifle. You do not have the range for that. Alright. Sniper, you need kills. I don't know what is wrong with you, but
Finger on the trigger.
there's something. Because you suck. We're gonna come at this thing through the building. The back of the building actually looks okay. We've got a door about, we've got these pillars and then a door here that we can get in and move this way rather than yeah, we're gonna get you out just because you're not gonna be able to help with this.
Here.
Stay out of
Running.
its line of fire, sir. Just stay out of the line of fire.
I'm on Overwatch.
Let's go.
Light him up. Actually, probably... No, that's probably... It's probably... And I do mean probably just the shield bearer that we already cracked. So that should be okay.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
Moving.
It's not.
Can't wait.
It's a gunner that we haven't cracked yet.
See you in the next life.
Ooh, okay. Excellent. All right. We get their handgun, some of their sniper ammo, and then one of those things, one of the hitman's guns. And we get some stuff. Cool. Replenish her stuff. Go back to base. And that'll be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed that, and hope to see you next time. So, later.